Blackstone Publishing presents The Trial of the Edmund Fitzgerald, Eyewitness Accounts from the U.S. Coast Guard Hearings, edited by Michael Schumacher. This book is read by Traber Burns. To the 29. Preface. The story of the Edmund Fitzgerald is unquestionably the most popular, compelling shipwreck story in Great Lakes history. It is the largest vessel to sink in the Great Lakes, and it is the most recent. Gordon Lightfoot's song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, of course has much to do with the public's interest in the shipwreck, but arguably the aura of mystery has captured the most serious attention. No one will be able to say for certain what brought the Fitzgerald down without warning, or so much as a distress call. 1 minute she was battling through a rugged November storm on Lake Superior, the next she simply disappeared from radar. All that is known is that she lies in 2 pieces on the floor of the lake in Canadian water. In 2005, when Canada declared the Fitzgerald an official grave site, all 29 of its crew perished in the wreck with no bodies recovered. The book on exploring the wreck was closed. She is in more than 500 feet of water and will no longer be explored. When the Fitzgerald left Superior, Wisconsin, loaded with 26,000 tons of taconite, bound for a port just outside Detroit, Captain Ernest McSorley, a seasoned Great Lakes mariner, knew he would be facing a storm, but he had no reason to suspect that he would be up against anything his boat couldn't handle. The Fitz was relatively new, in good repair, and had faced November storms in her past. McSorley ran into the storm earlier than expected, but the massive ore carrier handled it well, without incident, until mid-afternoon on November 10, 1975, when something happened to the Fitzgerald near Michipicoten and Caribou Islands on the eastern part of Lake Superior. The waters near the islands were especially fierce, and McSorley reported a fence rail down and water boarding the Fitzgerald shortly after he navigated his vessel through the area. He had also lost the boat's radar. He reported all this to Captain Bernie Cooper, whose ore carrier, the Arthur M. Anderson, was sailing 15 to 20 miles behind the Fitzgerald. Cooper volunteered to act as the Fitzgerald's radar, and from that point on, the 2 vessels were in frequent contact. Shortly after 7 p.m., Morgan Clark, the Anderson's first mate, asked McSorley how he was handling the storm and his boat's problems with taking on water. "We are holding our own," McSorley responded. These were the last words heard from anyone aboard the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?